Hello, here is Dr. Pawar presenting in front of you the book entitled Sign Am I Am Sign. There's a back side of the book. Okay, I have presented a number of videos to you. I hope that you should think of the poetry that was composed at a particular time, at a particular moment of time. So this book entitled Sign Am I Am Sign, what it is all about. Let me say something about this. The title itself is very connotative, very suggestive and meaningful, in which you can see the bells are here. So these are the bells that signifies death, that warns man that you are going to die. And this title entitled Sign Am I Am Sign. So here sign am I is the first composition, okay, and I is at the center, and I am sign. This is the mirror image of the poem. So the poems are presented in the same fashion like this. The whole poetry is like that. So before I proceed further, I would like to summarize the text. Here in life, the recognition seems to be important for human beings. Whatever man perceives, he made the objects signs, signifiers. And all these signifiers make a ceaseless chain of signification. And this signification is beyond the human reach to exactly understand what the thing is all about. So what exactly I mean to say is that life is a manifestation of signification. Life is a symbolic manifestation of the signs leading to significations. So let's go through the text. So before I go, I would like to read out the foreword. Again, the foreword was written by Natasha Warren, London, United Kingdom, studied at the University of Birmingham and the Shakespeare Institute. Her poetry was featured Smile for London and Word in Motion. And in addition to this, there is one more critic who has also gone through this poetry and talked about what the poetry exactly means to the readers. That is Mr. Peter Jukes, who is one of my friends. We met in Maldives. He's from London, United Kingdom, volunteer teacher, coordinator, English Language Association. So let's go through this forward. I read it. Dr. PRAMOD AMBADASRAO PAWAR has once again treated us to another volume of his poetic works, and I have been most humbled in being asked to write a foreword to the book. What strikes the reader first about this work is the form in which it takes. The poems are presented as a set of geometric triangles, reflected and connected, with repeated motifs mirroring each other. One's first reaction is a visual one as the reader's eyes pore over the undulating text. This creates a distancing effect similar to the Wolfram-Dunck's effect, akin to Bertolt Brecht's writings and plays. The reader becomes aware of construction and formation of the words and how the sentences are put together. I personally am reminded of modernist avant-garde poetry of the early 20th century, where futurist poets prized word novelty and an awareness of the form in which the words are presented, whether it be novel formatting so that it becomes an inseparable part of the understanding of the poems. The poems almost uniformly begin with a preposition, and in each successive line, the meaning is whistled down to ever sparser phrases until the central I is revealed. The poem then mirrors itself after the I and turns the previous words on themselves, a subtle shifting the reader's perspectives of the words. Who would have thought that such a simple conceit could reveal yet more in the text? This once again brings me back to the point of the writer's skill. Not any order of words could have worked, and so the poet must have slaved over the particular choices of phrase so that their meaning could be reflected and their power doubled. Yet this is no a gimmick. The reader, if they chose, could only read the first part of each poem and be treated to an inspirational and insightful gaze at our innermost feelings and their outermost consequences. The central theme, in my understanding, is the questioning of what the most basic idea of the self is. In this treatise on what we perceive to be the eternal I or self is this treatise on what we perceive to be that eternal I or self, we are treated to an array of arresting and affecting imagery. We are shown both introspective analysis alongside nature poetry akin to the blunt forces of deluge. This is work from a man who has imbibed classical as well as current poetic trends and synthesized them to create his own unique work. The poems can be viewed as short individual flashes, but similarly, the poems can be viewed as part of a greater whole. An intentional decision on the writer, no doubt. The whole collection can be seen as a dichotomy between the intent of the poems and the structure. The poem's aim is deeply rooted in Hindu tradition and the belief that we can overcome our base desires and rebirth ourselves. However, the dichotomy arises from the structure in which they are presented. However, is this a dichotomy at all? Can religious transcendentalism be portrayed through distancing postmodern Western European structuralism? I repeat, can religious transcendentalism be portrayed through distancing postmodern Western European structuralism? Or is that interpretation merely another example of the false sense otherness from Western European viewpoints, as described by Edward Said in Orientalism? The real question is whether it becomes a problem for the work. Of course not. The poems rise above petty quabbles about cultural standpoints. Rather, it is more an example of Hegelian ideas of synthesis and antithesis, where two opposing viewpoints fuse to create a synthesis, creating new paradigm in which new can flourish. However, this debate was not the poet's intention at all. The intent of this collection is the same as all poetry, which is to select the best words is in the best order, so to create something that is both beautiful and thought-provoking. This is the foreword by Natasha Warren and Peter Jukes from UK, United Kingdom. So thank you very much to both of them for writing the foreword to my poetry. So one more thing at the back side of the book here, okay? So I would like to read these two comments here. Uh, First, I read the comment of Natasha Warren on the book. What she says, let's see. The poems rise above petty quabbles about cultural standpoints. Rather, it is more an example of Hegelian ideas of synthesis and antithesis. where two opposing viewpoints fuse to create a synthesis, creating new paradigm in which new can flourish. However, this debate was not the poet's intention at all. The intent of this collection is the same as all poetry, which is to select the best words in the best order, so to create something that is both beautiful and thought-provoking. Natasha Warren, London. Then there is one more comment on this that is from Mr. Peter Jokes from London. What he says, let's see. The poems can be viewed as a short individual flashes, but similarly, the poems can be viewed as part of a greater whole, an intentional decision on the writer, no doubt. So let's go through these poems and understand exactly what the poet means to say through this poetry. So totally there are about 41 poems I'm reading for you. The first poem. So all the poems are, there is no title at all for the poems. Here is no title, just the poem here. This is one number only. And if we go ahead, then this is number 4, number 5, like this. It's numbers only. Okay. The structure of the poem is like this. Okay. It's presented in this manner, right? Okay. So here what we see exactly, this one. So this is the poem half. This is the poem original, this one. And this backside, this is the reflection. This is the mirror image. This is the original poem. There's a mirror image. At the center, eye is there. This eye is revealed everywhere. So I read the whole poem here. Okay. Then the poem number first. Pleasure in vain, search of it. Nobody knows where it lies. Encircles the man, life a fog in the air. Hides in the mind in the form of tear, like a wheel of horse and cart. It drags like dew. It shines in the sunlight, drenched in the cats and dogs. Drenched in the rain of cats and dogs. All smiles at sunny side of life, rare to scan. No scare to you dream all, a riddle to humankind, the existence on and on, to call you all. The visitor am I. I am the visitor to call you and all, the existence on and on. Dream all, a riddle to humankind, sunny side of life, rare to scan. No scare to drenched in the rain of cats and dogs, all smiles at of horse and cart. It drags like dew. It shines in the sunlight like a fog in the air. Hides in the mind in the form of tear like a wheel, pleasure in vain. Search of it, nobody knows where it lies, encircles the man. Then the poem number second. Time after time, we men in pursuit of pleasure, nobody found the pleasure, you know where it is. All about us, it is unseen but discerned to the eye within. Strives all beings to scan it outside, in his fanciful stride, makes life deride, and lies in the psyche, yet not all mine to hold. A reminder am I. I am a reminder, all mine to hold, in the psyche, yet not stride, makes life deride, and lies being to scan it outside, in his fanciful, unseen, but discerned to the eye within. Strives all the pleasure, you know where it is, all about us. It is time after time, we men in pursuit of pleasure, nobody found. Then point number 3. Our pleasure circles long neck like a king cobra, stinging the greedy despite relations of blood. Greed be the lust of the life, money is a life, but the life be not the money. Lakshmi am I. I am Lakshmi, the money, but the life be not. The life, money is a life of blood. Greed be the lust of stinging the greedy. Despite relations, our pleasure circles long neck like a king cobra. Poem number 4. Contented be men, makes the dreary and lonely moved with love bond. Truth to all, within it is, not without. A call to all fortune seekers of time and truth. Work fast, you are late. Pleasure begets pleasure. The world begs for that. Money is for life in a bond of relations. Money never, all honeybees, all sugar am I. I am all sugar, all honeybees, relations. Money never, money is for life in a bond of begets pleasure. The world begs for that of time and truth. Walk fast, you are late, pleasure, truth to all. Within it is, not without. A call to all fortune seekers, contented be men, makes the dreary and lonely mood with love bond. Then the point number 5. Everlasting be relations, last longer than life. To the tree moves like a cradle, one place fixed goes like a pendulum, eternal bliss within the self like a divine fire. Calm and quiet in span of life. Call everyone for the field of honey time, all honey am I. I am all honey of honey time. Everyone for the field, calm and quiet. In span of life, call eternal bliss within the self, like a divine fire. Like a cradle, one place fixed goes like a pendulum, everlasting the relations, last longer than life, to the tree moves. And the point number 6. Hence, nature offers to the world, poor humankind busy with work, ignores her hints, late we are, taking hints after hints of life. Spring arise, pleases all with rain and the sun, nature's call, ruin her wrath, love her empathy and love. The mute speaker, all nature am I. I am all nature, the mute speaker, love her empathy and love. The sun, nature's call, ruin her wrath of life. Spring arise, pleases all with rain and ignores her hints. Late we are, taking hints after hints. Hints nature offers to the world, poor humankind busy with work. And the point number 7. All bees hum, rivers sing, birds fly, drops fall. Drops create. Crops, the root of life, well with nature. See be well, grass is green. Earrings, golden, sweet, be wise. The bottomless solace to human noise. Plain, empty space, sky scraping, sun-drenched sky calling, the moving cloud, the mover am I. I am the mover, the moving cloud, sun-drenched sky calling, plain, empty space, sky scraping, the bottomless solace to human noise, Dress is green, earrings golden, sweet be voice, cross the root of life. Well with nature, see be well, all bees hum, rivers sing, birds fly, drops fall, drops create. Then the poem number 8, very interesting poems, and it interprets differently to different readers. Then the poem number 8, mind and face always stand poles apart. What's in mind? Scarcely found in face, and what is in out? The face never be part of word, a sign am I. I am a sign, part of word. The face never be in face, and what is in out? What's in mind? Scarcely found, mind and face always stand poles apart. Poem number 9. As swift as wind, felt but invisible, neither heaven nor hell, but the state of self, either to you or me. Our face is mask of mind, deceptive, 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 a blend of both good and evil wills, body with her power of self, a secret to you all enigmas, am I? I am all enigmas, a secret to you all, body with her power of self, a blend of body, good and evil wills, mask of mind, deceptive, deceptive, deceptive. But the state of self, either to you or me, our faces, as swift as wind, felt but invisible, neither heaven nor hell. The poem number 10. All winners be optimistic, losers pessimistic. Triumph and breakdown, affirmative to all the thoughts of negation, is a principle of success. All success am I. I am all success, a principle of success. All the thoughts of negation is triumph and breakdown. Affirmative to all winners be optimistic, losers pessimistic. Then the point number 11. All are learners, more or less, construct the fate at the feet of architecture. Not a livelihood, merely the fulfillment of the known, resolve all harms of stuff life, vary to study the fruits of life. A lot sows in us seeds of time, am I? I am of time. In us, seeds of life, a lot sows, vary to study. The fruits resolve all harms of stuff life, merely the fulfillment of the known at the feet of architecture, not a livelihood. All the learners, more or less, construct the fate, construct the fate. Ah, then the point number 12. Unlike a fish out of water, every learner begs for knowledge. He is in a prison, reason of life. In ocean of knowledge, knowledge is closer. Knows the worth of it, every ordeal it takes, a lark flight in blue sky am I. I am blue sky, a lark flight in every ordeal it takes, colossal. Know the worth of it, in ocean of knowledge, knowledge is knowledge. He is in a prison, reason of life. Unlike a fish out of water, every learner begs for. Point number 13. Worthy of respect to you all, breaking down barriers to you all, of the human fall, finds a way out of difficulties, the kingdom of known. For a man of action and thought, all knowledge is known. To him, rewards life with a step next to him. Be a learner, the silent learner of being am I. I am of being the silent learner next to him. Be a learner. To him, rewards life with a step and thought, all knowledge is known. The kingdom of known. For a man of action, of the human fall, finds a way out of difficulties to worthy of respect to you all, breaking down barriers to you all. Then the poem number 14, 1-4. Life is not a wasteland, but a land of redemption. I repeat, life is not a wasteland, but a land of redemption. All knowledge one can encompass only at the feet of Guru, the physical, the eternal, the universal, the Almighty One, absolute am I. I am absolute, the Almighty One, eternal, the universal, at the feet of the Guru, the physical, all knowledge one can encompass only. Life is not a wasteland, but a land of redemption. Life is not a wasteland, but a land of redemption. Then the poem number 15. At a starry night, a true heavenly sight, your outer cell in a split second, glowworm, 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 glowworm. I call the light, light am I. I am light, the light. Glowworm, I call, glowworm, glowworm. Your outer cell in a split second, at a starry night, a true heavenly sight. Poem number 16. Twinkling not in the sky, on the radiant land, light fires of the divine make the earth emerge, the dazzling light to all. The night, glittering sight, scatters in the air, golden light, a light am I. I am a light, golden light, scatters in the sky. The night, glittering sight emerge, the dazzling light to all. Light fires of the divine make the earth twinkling not in the sky on the radiant land. Poem number 17. Glowworm, come here, come here. I now call you. Harmony of the omnipresence, the music of delight am I. I am delight, the music of the omnipresence. I now call you, harmony of glowworm, glowworm, come here, come here. Poem number 18. The saga of the sublime, encountered millions and billions of glowworm at the seashore on the beach. Glowworm, glowworm, the truth, the divine light, the almighty glowworm, truth, eternal light, light am I. I am light, eternal light, glowworm, truth, a divine light, the almighty. Glowworm, glowworm, the truth of glowworm at the seashore on the beach. A saga of the sublime encountered millions and billions. Poem number 19. Let me take hold of you, glowworm, the enigma of the nature. At night on the beach, not a single to seize, glowworm, stuns all beholders of time, years after years and ages after ages. Glowworm, 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 the dreamer am I. I am the dreamer, glowworm, glowworm, and the ages after ages, glowworm, glowworm, stuns all beholders of time, years after years, at night on the beach. Not a single disease. Glowworm, glowworm, let me take hold of you, glowworm, glowworm, the enigma of the nature. Poem number 20. The sound sleep medicines caused, just the ones whom I left. All night I wept. Ancestors handed me over a map of treasure, a dense forest they take, with sharp knives they threat in dark caves. They put me tortured, fixed tight by ropes. The sufferer, timeless am I. I am timeless, the sufferer, fixed tight by ropes, caves. They put me tortured, with sharp knives they threat. In dark, a map of treasure. A dense forest they take. I left, all night I wept. Ancestors handed over me the sound, the sleep, medicines caused, just the ones. Oh. Then the poem number 21. Map they ask for. I forgot where it was, the bell, the final call. My sin about to wound me with a red dagger in cruel hands. Screamed in fear, murder, a haunted night, a nightmare, horror am I. I am horror, a nightmare, a haunted night. Screamed in fear, murder with a red dagger in cruel hands. The final call, my sin about to wound me. Map they ask for, I forget where it was, the bell. Poem number 22. On white snow, hassle me night and day. A victim with care I put the map. Forgot where it was, denied to react them all. Death was still, I remember, a nightmare of horror-struck fact. Woke up amazed of every trance, evildoer am I. I am evildoer of evil trance. Woke, woke up amazed of horror-struck fact. Still I remember a nightmare, denied to react to them all. Death was, with care I put the map, forgot where it was. On white snow, hassle me night and sky, night and day, a victim. Poem number 23. All the brave young men of land in a sound sleep. Time is up, get up, you are late, ascend. All scandals are usual murders, all deaths customary. For all of us, orator am I. I am orator for all of us, and death customary. And scandals are usual murders. Time is up, get up, you are late, a saint, all the brave young men of land in a sound sleep. Poem number 24. With light garlands of flowers, lotus, fireworks, sweets, fun, and bliss of human life. A delight people can behold his sleeping beauty. A light sparkle eyes closed, divine eyes at rest, at shiny nights, flowering face of dear, all humans at sleepless night, restless lifelong and long, bouncing back at again at his feet. God, the self at lull in lotus, Almighty, the self, absolute am I. I am absolute, Almighty, the Self, God, the Self at lull in lotus, bouncing back at again at his feet, at sleepless night, restless, long and long, at shiny nights, flowering face of dear, all humans alight sparks, sparkled eyes closed, divine eyes at rest of human life. A delight people can behold his sleeping beauty with light, garlands of flowers, lotus, fireworks, sweets, fun and bliss. It's a very nice poem. I repeat once again the same poem. Poem number 24. With light, garlands of flowers, lotus, fireworks, sweets, fun and bliss of human life. A delight people can behold his sleeping beauty, a light sparks, sparkled eyes closed, divine eyes at rest. A shiny night, flowering face of dear, all humans at sleepless night. Restless, lifelong and long bouncing back, yet again at his feet, God, the Self at lull in lotus. Almighty, the Self, absolute am I. I am absolute, Almighty, the Self, God, the Self at lull in lotus, bouncing back yet again at his feet, at sleepless night.